Hey, what is going on, guys? It is WillHellmm here, and welcome back to another City Skylines video. Uh, yeah, I don't exactly remember what happens in this video, because I recorded this a while ago. It's been a few weeks, and I've been trying to space out my uploads and not just, like, carpet bomb my channel with, videos all at once. I want to at least have some longevity to my channel. So, we'll see what I do here. And in the past few episodes, I've been talking about how I need to get more, assets for, like, trees and that. And I got a bunch. And it turns out that the ones that I got, I just don't use. I don't use them at all. I mean, I use a few, but for the most part, I don't use them. I mainly stick to the normal stuff. And because I got them, I am just editing away. Uh, I have no idea what this one is about. I'm gonna check while I'm just... Oh yeah, I tried to build a office building of some sort there. I want to make it a little denser and a little larger on that kind of end of things. As you see, I do end up doing. I'm looking through. I made all of the thumbnails for these videos a while ago. So I'm trying to figure out... This is episode 3. Alright, yeah, I know what we're doing. We're going to be making a few different, like, blocks of people. And right now we're working on an office block that I actually really like how it turned out. I'm trying to figure out or mess around with that, and I figured out that I really hate that tool, and I think I ruined everything by using it. And it does not look good when you have that all. I don't know, it's meh, but... I feel like I shouldn't have done it. I feel like I should have just stuck to the original stuff, and I do just overlap the entire thing. Anyways, here I am working on it, and I'm trying to make this kind of open space, because once again, I do really like having an open kind of area for people to mingle, especially if it's in, like, you see this large building. You don't necessarily want it, like, right up against the street, maybe, like, some of it. But for the most part, you want to be able to, kind of, like, bask. If you have them all up against, like, the edge of the roads, it could look cool, but at the same time, it could feel a little bit of too enclosed, I guess you could say, for the area. And I tried really hard to kind of make it feel more natural and, like, what my ideal city would be. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if I've even said this, but in college, I would like to go ahead and get my master's degree in architecture, and also I would like to be able to study urban planning or something like that. It's always interested me with games like this. Architecture, it's just something that I'm never gonna forget. I love it too much, and I'm gonna always be doing it, it seems. Yeah, I'm putting down a bunch of custom buildings. I think I eventually get even more, and I think what is it? Yeah, episode 5, I nearly break my game because I have too much stuff installed and it just does not load well. Anyways, I'm getting used to kind of like moving and messing around with stuff here and seeing how everything works out. Because I had this like original pathway area all constructed, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make this kind of like its own little community housing park or district. And so I go ahead, and it does end up looking really nice. I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. I feel like I'm jumping all over the place, but whatever. Yeah, so I'm doing that, and I'm going to have to relay all of the pathways because I thought they looked kind of like trash the way that I had them originally set up to be. I mess around with a bunch of different buildings, so a lot of these that you're gonna see me place are not the final ones. Like, I know for a fact that does not stay, and the buildings on the other side, like right there, buildings I'm placing right now, do not stay. I mirror what I did on the other side there to make it kind of feel like it was all meant to be kind of one continuous planned area. And I got these older looking buildings with the brick, and I thought, you know what, if I'm going to be building this kind of like newer development, I feel like it should be in an area where there are these kind of older historical-ish buildings. Uh, and so I decided to keep those. Those are the ones I do keep, the brick ones. I think I moved some around or delete a few, but overall it does stay brick. And I really like some of these buildings I've been placing, but they were like too tall for the area, and it just did not work well, so I had to just forget about it pretty much and move on from that. Yeah, that honestly looks really nice, and I'm very happy with how that turned out. Uh, just this whole area that I worked on. I'm trying to figure out like how I did this all. I couldn't remember for a second. Um, and then I think I get another one of those. Oh, okay. So I do that right away. I wasn't sure if I waited or not. Oh, I don't. Hang on. Do I check to make sure that those are? Yeah, those are semi-flush. Good. For a second, I thought they were gonna be like totally off, and I was just gonna be like, nah. But yeah, I felt like they were short, and I felt like there was a lot of open area in the back, and I wanted to do something where I had like some taller buildings, but none of them like matched the overall aesthetic. And I'm like, okay, let's just keep this area nice, and I'll see what I can do. Like originally, I did that, and as you see, once again, does not work well at all. Um, yeah, I really wanted to do something taller, but because I already had the area, I'm like, well, I'm keeping it because I thought it could eventually look really nice once I got it all together. Um, Once again, I'm trying to figure out like what I'm gonna place, and I do end up placing a large building, which I'm happy about that I did that. Like I placed that one, and it actually looked kind of cool because it looked like it belonged in that area, without making it, even though it was really tall, without making it like too sort of a or too much of an eyesore. That's the word. English is hard. I don't keep that building, which I just destroyed. I put in one of those like corner kind of streets. I'm really trying to mess around with something. I could not find anything until I came across something that I thought worked well because it kind of like was more flushed up against the street, but then like in the back it kind of tapered out, so I would have more room to like put like a park of some sort there. And it does look very nice if I do say so myself. Don't mean to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm really glad about like the way that turned out. That was too large and did not look nice because everything else was white. But I do keep that, and I thought that was a great addition to the whole area. And then I put that one as well, making a slight gradient upwards, and I thought it matched close enough, so I put it there without kind of matching too much. I don't know what to say. I thought it was like the perfect amount that I needed to make it look nice. Keeping it very close and nice there. Yeah, just a lot of ground cover. Now here I haven't used the prop line tool. I don't think I ever have until like this episode. Thought, oh, those looked too similar. I had my controller plugged in, which was not smart. Made the overlay all weird because I got Monster Hunter World once again, and I had that still plugged in from earlier. Like doing the prop line tool like that spaced out, I might as well just have gone ahead and put them down myself. I'm pretty sure it would have looked nicer and more natural instead of having that. But I don't know. Too late. I realize now that there are many things I could have done differently, but I never did. But yeah, once again, I really... I feel like this entire series is just me placing down palm trees and doing the same thing in different areas. I mean, it does look nice, don't get me wrong, but it feels somewhat repetitive. Not in a bad way, though, but I don't know. I feel like I could be doing a little bit more variety, but I feel like throughout the city, most of it should be the same. I think if I build another section and I need to have more park, I'll try to make it a little different and maybe a little bit more temperate. This is more of like a tropical kind of map in itself, but still, I feel like it should have that little bit of variety. Yeah, I don't really like the base grass. I don't think it looks that nice, especially when we have this ground cover stuff that we can use. It looks so much nicer that way. Yeah, just placing a bunch there. Lots of rocks, making it look nice. I've come across kind of this like style to be using at like every point in the game, to be making it look nice, and it's very much so. Lots of rocks, ground cover. Then you use the palm trees, the little like pink trees, and some bushes, and I think it looks nice. I honestly don't know if it's good enough. I don't know what I was doing here. Oh yeah. I make this little park where I accidentally delete later. I could not remember how it went. I think I got it like pretty close. Alright, so I really wanted a little like seating area for people to eat there, but I think it was encroaching too much, and I eventually replaced that pathway that goes down. Not totally with a road, but slightly with a road, and it does end up looking pretty nice that way. Yeah, and I put down a bunch of prop and or people generators, and it does look very nice to have all of that. And here I'm getting in my or some screenshots to go ahead and make a thumbnail and kind of like check out if there was anything else I wanted to change about it. I think it turned out really nice, and this is where I got a few of the screenshots for last episode, because last episode when I was building the campus, I didn't take any screenshots because I had a friend who got on, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll play some. So I kind of just left that there and never did anything about it. So this episode I made sure to get a good screenshot of everything so I can make a good thumbnail. And I did, and as you can see, an overlay that I had on. I really should have just unplugged my controller there. I could not figure out like what the best angle to like show what I was working on was. But I do land on the one that is in the thumbnail, and I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, and I'm once again going through like the education here, and making sure it looks all nice. And I do like how that looks. Even though it's a little like cheatsy, I think it looks kind of cool. Adds a little something there. Once again, now that's like really cheatsy, but whatever. It's not real. I really want to do something like that, and I'm gonna make it work, I swear. But every time I come back, it just, it glitches out. Yeah, that did not work well. Oh, it could if I did that. I don't know. You know, maybe I'll come back to that. It could work. But yeah, that right there was giving me like so many problems, because I really wanted, if you look under, it's kind of got its little overhang. And I thought, like, oh, that would look perfect. I'm going to look into a mod that does not require road connections to buildings for them to function. Because, look, it's close enough to a road. Just because it's turned around doesn't mean it shouldn't be able to work. And it's trying to be, like, one building. I think it's close enough, and I'm going to look into a mod for that. Because that would make a lot of other things I would like to do a lot more plausible. I would love to be able to do that, and I'm gonna really try to figure out different things. Yeah, right here I want to make it look a little bit more like an area for people to go sit. Like, once again, like, I have these people generators, and like in that area there's not really a road like right there, but I still want to have some like tables and stuff that people can actually sit at and make it look kind of more realistic. But like they have to be close enough to a road for them to function. It's really annoying. Do I keep that? I think I do. I'm just kind of layering on in there to make it look, or to make it work. It looks okay to me. And I do make another one in, I believe, the next episode. Trying to figure everything out. The whole, like, everything eventually turns out to look pretty nice. I don't think I really add much here. I think I'm just kind of like looking through for more things that may look nice, but I'm not totally sure. So we're just gonna ride this out. Oh yeah, okay. I do add in a little bit more there. I'm like, this is gonna be awkward. Am I gonna have to record this whole, um, whatever this is called, voiceover again? And I really just don't want to. So it's a good thing that works. Yeah. Once again, like trying to figure out like cheatsy ways to get in or make everything as efficient as possible. It's really cheesy, but whatever. See if I care. Oh, and it went away for a second, so I figured, okay, then that should be good enough. But no, it keeps coming back. And it's so annoying because I really want it to be like that. It looks nice. I'm definitely going to get a mod for that. I just gotta remember. Once again, just adding more people generators some places. I keep coming back to here, making sure that it works okay. Because, look, it says it works now, but you'll see in several episodes later, it does not work. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode, and I'll see you all in the next one.